Giannis saying hi to his daughter, Eva, his wife, Mariah, there before the Milwaukee Bucks home game against the Utah Jazz, looking for their first win of the season here. Giannis.
Talk about snapping the screws at the rim.
Whenever Brian says daddy ball on a Friday, you know that's
a good time. Oh, watch him dance. Come on now. Quick twitch.
Dame has been doing an exceptional job of getting downhill this season.
I have to compliment those.
Leave him too open. You know what happens?
I think it was the shoes, Perk. He was sweet. Those are sweet-looking kicks.
Giannis looking, driving, spinning. Really tough to defend when he gets ahead of steam like that.
Yeah, I mean, like the pivot, the finesse, like the double team, can't stop it. But watch this.
I actually don't mind that shot.
I mean, he has to take that and make that to get better.
That's right. Gas yourself up, Giannis. I'm with it.
In the third quarter, though, we're sort of saying, really? Is it this close? This is sort of when Giannis and Dame decided that they were going to go away and put this away.
That's it.
They combined for 65 in this one.
So
Bucks get their first home win of the season. Here's Giannis.
I just think it's coming together, and it'll continue to come together and get better and better. And I think within that, we're able to make calls to get into those situations, you know, where Doc is not having to, you know, call out plays and stuff like that.
That was Damian Lillard. Your reaction, Perk, to this?
What's coming together? What's coming together? I mean, what? They beat the Utah Jazz. What you want me to do? Do some jumping jacks? I mean,
yes, please. I want to see it.
It took a lot for them just to beat a lottery team. We know that the Utah Jazz, they're in the hunt for Cooper Flag. But for Dame and Giannis to have to put up numbers like they did last night just to get a win. And look, I understand it's hard to win in this league, but at the end of the day, I'm not impressed.
Combining for 65 points in this one. Will Chris Middleton help with that? That's sort of the question. But behind the scenes for the Milwaukee Bucks, are they asking those questions right now? What's going on?
The Bucks are doing something that we don't see very often, which is scouring the trade market in the first week of November. As I was talking to teams this week, they were like, the Bucks just called. The Bucks just called. And I'm not sure I think the Bucks right now are just kind of searching and trying to cover their bases. And by the way, Giannis is not on the table. Dame is not on the table.
Sure.
They're looking for trying to help out some of their wing play. Chris Middleton's absence has been extended. I talked to one team who said, yeah, we talked to the Bucks. We came up with like 2 or 3 different scenarios, and we realized we're not allowed to make any of those trades. The Bucks are hemmed in on this second apron team, the new rules. They could not aggregate players together. They can't put like 2 or 3 players together to make a trade. They can't do a trade where they bring back more money. They have traded away the next 6 first-round picks, either the picks or the swaps. They have traded away the next 6 second-round picks. There's $75 million in the luxury tax right now. I don't think help is on the way through the trade market. But they are making calls, which definitely was interesting this week because from what I can tell, they called pretty much the whole league.
That's pretty unprecedented.
Wendy, why are you playing with people's emotions? You start off with telling people, oh, they're looking around, and they're like, by the way, they can't really get what they need. They're sort of stuck here. So, Perk, I would love to see you do jumping jacks. I know you've been in the gym, okay? I know you don't take much away from a victory versus the Utah Jazz, but still, there's some good things that if this team is trying to get back to where they need to be, which is at least 500, I noted 39 fast break points, 11 O boards, forced 22 turnovers. That is the style that they have to play on top of getting the high-level production of Dame and Giannis. So, yeah, they have to score early because they're trying to find ways to get people going. They have to force turnovers. Those are all key things that show that you're committed to playing the game the right way. That is one thing that I saw that signals, okay, this is good, but why are you making a face at me?
Well, 2 things. One, Wendy, you and I are going to have to go to dinner for an hour and you're going to have to teach me about this whole second apron deal, okay?
The league is still learning.
I'm saying I need to learn. That's going to be the growth.
I still think of Bobby Marks's Halloween song.
His apron.
Secondly, I'm trying to see who in the back was he-hen and ha-ha. It must, what you said about me doing jumping jacks is somebody family back there.
It is electric when you do jumping jacks. Giannis is no stranger, though, to facing Karl Anthony Towns. Tonight, they will meet for the first time with Cat in a Knicks uniform. Giannis has won 8 of their 12 head-to-head matchups. So let's dive into that a little bit more with our reporter, Tim Bontemps, who will be on hand. Is that Brian Windhorst, though, that I see over your shoulder in bobblehead form, Tim?
It might be.
It might be. We might need to get our hands on that. All right, less on bobbleheads, more on the Knicks. They are back home after a 4-game road trip. Their new lineup is off to a 3-4 start. How, though, is Karl-Anthony Towns settling in with this group?
Well, Malika, Karl-Anthony Towns, as you said, has played his first 7 games as a Knick. And the question about Karl and the Knicks after acquiring him last month was how well were they going to be able to defend with him playing at center? And so far, it's safe to say the returns have been mixed. The Knicks are 20th in the league in defensive rating, and Karl Towns in particular has really struggled defending at the rim. You mentioned Giannis Antetokounmpo being at the guard.